record to the cloud. All right, so we're recording now. So welcome everybody. We're going to be talking about Kanopy today. Diana and Ben, have you both downloaded or ever used Kanopy before?
I did once a long time ago.
Okay, so that means you should probably have an account. What about you, Diana?
Yes, I access it through the library with the library card.
Okay, so then I probably don't need to go through the introduction of how to create a card, but I'm going to just do it just in case. That way, if anybody joins in later and wants to watch the video, they can. So there's two ways to access Kanopy. You can download the app, which I'll show you later, but I'll first start off with the website. So I'm going to share my screen so you all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so when you go to kanopy.com, this is what you'll see. If you already have a login, you will just click login up here in the top right corner. But since I'm going to use a different library card than I normally use, I'm going to hit get started to create an account. So with our library system, we have access to Kanopy. So you'll choose the public library card option and you'll find your library. And you can either allow Kanopy to look you up by zip code, or you can just do Westchester Library System. And it already suggests it here. So right here, Tuckahoe Public Library, that's the one you would choose if you have a Tuckahoe card. If you have a Yonkers card, you would choose Yonkers or Eastchester and so on. So we'll choose Tuckahoe and select this library. And then we're just going to type in our library card numbers. So I'm going to do that real quick. And then the PIN or password is whatever you made it. If you haven't changed your password, it's still the last 4 digits of the phone number you gave. So you'll do that. Okay, so it's already being used. So in that case, I'm going to log on. I'm trying to think of. Hold on one second. Katie, do you know which email would have been connected with this library card? No, for now, I'm gonna just use a different one. That's what we'll do. Make my life easier. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Continue. What did I do? We'll try one more different one and then I'll just use my own card if that's going to be the problem. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, so then you would sign up with a putting in your information. So I'm going to put in my last name because this is the one that it's attached to. So I'm going to just for now, and I can always change the email address later. We're going to sign up. So once you finally sign up, you're going to get to this page. You can watch a tutorial how it works, or you can just skip it. You don't have to watch it. Although you guys have already, the two here have actually made an account already. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so you can watch up to 20 films per month. It's up from when we first started using Kanopy, which was about 10 films, I believe, a month. Now we have 20. And you have unlimited play on Kanopy Kids. And then I will look at this in a second. So we have, you can use regular Kanopy, which you can watch any movie that you can think of, most movies that you can think of. So Diana or Ben, do you have a movie you want to look for on Kanopy?
No, not really.
Okay, Diana, is there one you want to, just for the fun of it, look for?
Let me see.
It doesn't have to be a specific title. It could be a subject too.
Yes, I don't know if they have tuba for Cuba, something like that.
Tuba for Cuba.
Tuba, Tuba,
a tuba to Cuba.
Yes.
So yeah, so if you have a particular one in name in mind, you can search the video, the title.
Oh, okay.
Right here.
Oh.
So here's a tuba for Cuba, and then you can start watching right away. Let me just make sure it goes. Verifying the email. So then you can watch the movie, and this counts as one of your movies for the month. But again, you have 20 to watch as opposed to just 10. And I believe you can watch it as many times as you want for at least a week. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kaidi or Sadish, but I'm pretty sure you have a certain amount of time to watch this movie multiple times, so it won't count towards another video or movie you have watched. Now, let's say you don't have a particular movie title in mind. Let's say, like a couple months ago, I was looking for different Christmas movies. I just wanted to see what Christmas movies they had so I can tell people about it on the newsletter. So I can look up subjects. So I'll look up Christmas. And it will show me a whole bunch of different ones. So like The Man Who Invented Christmas, which is about Charles Dickens and how he wrote the Christmas Carol. And then it has a whole bunch of different ones. And then they also start giving you options for kids videos. So I'll look at that in a second, just in case you have any grandkids you want to be able to watch movies or TV shows with. But yeah, so it will indicate to you which one is part of Kanopy Kids. It'll say kids up here. There's really not much difference. So it doesn't have to just be Christmas. Maybe you want to watch a Kwanzaa movie. I spelled Kwanzaa wrong. There's not as many, so there would be this one, which is also part of Kanopy Kids. And when you switch over to Kanopy Kids, this will pop up. You get unlimited plays on Kanopy Kids, so you can watch whatever you want with your grandkids or your children, or if you're babysitting, you can watch as much as you want, and it won't count towards your 20 movies and TV shows that you would want to watch on your own at home. And you can also set parental controls. So let's say you allow your grandkid or child to have Kanopy downloaded on their tablet, and they're logged in through your card. You can set the parental controls, so that way they cannot view certain things. They can't exit Kanopy Kids without your permission. So this way it makes sure that they don't end up in regular Kanopy and watch something that might be rated R instead. So Kanopy Kids works basically the same way. One thing about Kanopy Kids and regular Kanopy is that it's not always just a movie. It could be a reading of a book. So these are some books that have been recorded, and they'll follow along with the picture book. Highlights is a kids magazine that the kids can watch. Sesame Street is available. They have stuff like Franklin, Max and Ruby, which were very popular. And yeah, so they have different themes as well. You can look up different categories yourself. You can also go to browse, and you can choose specifically movies, TV, history, science, and languages, story time, beloved characters, and animals. So you can narrow down your search that way if they don't have a particular thing they want to watch. Like they don't say, I want to watch Max and Ruby. They just say, I want to watch something about animals. So you can click on that and you can look through. So there's Franklin, Little Bear, Arthur, And then again, it has storybooks that they can read along with. And then you can narrow it down even more by switching the subjects, which is what we just did, the suppliers. But I don't see, and the only time I can see maybe you doing that is if you want to watch specifically PBS, unless you know these other suppliers. You want to make sure that there's captions available or not, what languages you want it in, and or maybe for some reason you want to look for a certain year. So that's really it for Kanopy Kids that I can think of. And then to always get out of Kanopy Kids, you just have to hit exit Kanopy Kids, and it will bring you back to regular Kanopy. And then regular Kanopy is the same way. You have the browse, but there's more subjects to go through. There's movies in general. You can look for educational videos, documentaries, global studies and languages, the arts, health, business, communications, science, social sciences, instructional films and lessons, and then staff picks. So what people at Kanopy really like, they will mark that, and that's what will be under here. And then I'm gonna pick on a random one. Let's go with zoology. So this shows you, breaks it down for most popular, endangered species and all that. And then again, so there's still 245 videos to choose from. So you can then break it down even more by choosing the subject area, or the supplier, or filmmakers. Maybe you want to make sure that they have captions available, but it appears that all of them do. So you still have the 245 options from before. You can also change, so you can look at it from titles A to Z, or Z to A if you want to go backwards, or if you want to look at what was recently added, you can change it that way. But it defaults to most popular, I believe it was. So yeah, were there any questions about Kanopy or Kanopy Kids on the computer? Ben or Diana?
You had mentioned on Kanopy, I'm not familiar with the Kanopy Kids. You said highlight, was that, did you say audiobooks or a movie?
So Highlights is a kids magazine. So I'm gonna pick on one real quick. It's what it probably is it's going to show you a video. Let me just mute it real quick. It's an animated storybook. That's what they describe it as, and that's the best way to describe it. So it's in the magazine, there might be the story of Cheer Up Scarecrow, and as you can see, it's the story, but it's moving. So this is what they might see on the page, but they just animated it so it looks a little bit more like a movie, as opposed to here's the page, now we go to the next page, and here's the picture and it's not moving. So this is Highlights. We can look at one of the other storybooks. So up here are storybooks or story time. So I used to love this book, this story as a kid, The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. So the difference between the Highlights one and this one, oh, this one's animated too. So Highlights is just basically a specific vendor, whereas like this is the storybook, and it's animated to make it more than just, because traditional readings of storybooks might be like, if you look on YouTube, it might be a picture, like a still of the book, and they'll move like different spots on the page as they're reading it out loud, and then go to the next page, whereas this one is animated.
Oh, okay, that's nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You're welcome. So, and like another popular one is they have Don't Let Pigeon Drive the Bus. Mo Willems is a very popular author. So
Mhm.
again, instead of having a still, now you have an animated version of a
Mhm.
popular children's book. So maybe your grandkids or your children have read this book, and instead of just holding up the book and reading it to them, they can watch this as well. And it's animated, so it's moving and it's more engaging than just looking
Oh,
at
yeah.
it.
Okay, good.
Although I still prefer using a book myself, but this might be more entertaining or something that will keep them occupied. Do you have any other questions, or would you like me to show you how to use it on your phone now?
Faith,
Yes.
does Kanopy have Aesop's Fable that is
Aesop's
animated?
Fable.
That is
Let
animated.
Sure. Let's look. I'm gonna try under both kids and adults, because who knows, it might be under either one.
Okay.
Aesop is right. This is how you spell Aesop's. Let's see. Did I spell it right? Yeah, I did. Is there a particular, what's a particular Aesop fable that we can look up? I know there's.
Are you searching under
Right now, I'm just looking under kids.
okay, and okay.
So one of them was Tortoise and the Hare is an Aesop fable, right?
Right.
Let's see if we can find one like that. No, that's not how you spell it. Hold on. I should pick one that I know how to spell.
OIS.
OIS, thank you. So they don't have on Kanopy Kids, but let's also check. I also spelled tortoise wrong, but we'll be able to check here as well. The keys are like one off, and that's why I keep the wrong one. I'm sorry. No, so there, so yeah, so you can look it up and we can see here there's like lions and tigers and bears fables, and it shows that like in the description it tells you that there is a reading of the tortoise and the hare, but it's a little bit different. I'm going to click on it and see. I think it's more of a movie as opposed to an animated book.
Okay, so that's half an hour program, looks like.
Sorry, what did you say?
I thought it was half an hour, but it's actually 21 minutes. Okay.
Well, yeah, so this video, yes, is about 21 minutes. So
But
this one is her acting it out and reading it off the book. So we can definitely keep looking, but it doesn't appear that some Aesop fables are on Kanopy.
were you searching under category Aesop or actual title, or it doesn't matter?
I originally looked up Aesop's fable in kids, sorry, Kanopy Kids. I looked up Aesop's fable. I can just let's look up just Aesop. And yeah, so this will show you, if you search for it in just regular Kanopy, it will also give you results from Kanopy Kids. And when we look up Aesop, the only things we get is this paint pictures and words, and then this one that we were just looking at of her reading the book. So that's why I tried looking up a specific title. Kanopy doesn't have everything, but they do have a pretty good selection. So that's why, let's say if you don't find it, if you were using Hoopla and you didn't find the movie you wanted on Hoopla, you also try Kanopy and they most likely will have it. But again, they don't have everything. So It would be a good suggestion to Kanopy would be to find have them add some Aesop fable stories, because those are very, you know, they're classics, and normally Kanopy does like to have has classics on it, but in this case they don't have. Was there
Okay.
anything else you two needed or wanted to look at while we're on the computer?
No, but I'm curious, how does Kanopy got its name and what does the name mean?
That is a good question. That I do not know. Maybe they have. I don't see. I'm trying to get to the about before it switches. Hold on. Got it. About. Okay. I don't know if they say how they got their name. Yeah, it doesn't say how they got their name.
Maybe I could use Wikipedia, but I'll do that some other time.
Yeah, we can always look that up. That is a really interesting question, though. One thing I did forget to show you guys while we were here. So yeah, on the corner there is a counter. So like I showed you part of that tuba to Cuba video. So my number has now gone down. So I have 19 left for this month. So it will keep track of for you how many titles you have left that you can view. And then when you hover over, so mine right now says Takaho, but it'll be your first name when you, from your account, it will give you another, give you another way to get to Kanopy Kids, even though that's right there next to it. You can also click on it to go to My Dashboard, which will bring you to, so like, you know, welcome you. You can edit your profile, change the parental controls. You can change your library card. Let's say if you lost your library card, you have a new one, this will allow you to edit it. You can add videos to your watch list. So like, let's say I clicked on this one here. I want to add it to my list so I can watch later, but because I don't want to watch it right now, you can. You can also create a clip, so it will allow you to clip a certain section. So this would be great for teachers. If you don't want to watch a whole video or a whole movie, you can create a clip of that movie or video and then show just that to your students. You can also share the link to this video to other people. So yeah, and then also you have a transcript. So some of the videos will have a list of everything that is said during the video. And let's say you're going to cite this video for a paper. It allows you to easily copy and paste a quote if you want to put this, like let's say if you're watching a documentary for a class, you can copy and paste the quote that you want in your paper that helps you. And then this will allow you to also cite your information, so you can then add that to your paper as well. I forgot about that as well. And then what was I showing? So going back to the dashboard. So yeah, so this is the watch list videos. You can look at there. Shows you your play credits. You can also comment on some videos. So we haven't left any comments yet. But if you scroll down on some of them, where is it? Let me just, like when you're rating them, I believe that's what the comments are. So let's say, hold on one second. Well, for now, I'll look for another one. But yeah, so it also gives you on your dashboard a list of video recommendations. So as you watch more things on Kanopy, it'll keep track of what you watched, and then it'll recommend to you videos similar to what you have been watching. So right now it's pretty broad. Like I have, because I was looking up Aesop's Fables, I have, and I was looking at some storybooks. I have The Scary Swine, and then there's Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella 2, Snow White, Rumpelstiltskin. So I have a whole bunch of different fairy tales, because this is related to the stuff that I had been looking at previously. You can also, from up here, you can access your watch list. So everything that's right here on your dashboard is also here, which you won't normally see unless you're on your dashboard. So you can go to your watch list. So again, this is where you'll keep videos that you don't necessarily want to watch right now, but you might want to watch in the future. It will also show you your viewing history. So if you're going through some videos, like let's say next month, and it no longer says resume or start over, this will tell you what you have watched, because maybe you just don't remember if you had watched it before. Sometimes I don't remember if I watched certain things, this helps especially with TV shows. It will help you keep track of what episodes you have watched, and that way you can pick up where you left off. Again, there's the comment section, which let's see if there's a way to comment on this video. Let's see. I don't see where to comment. Then yes, there's your membership, and you can also create playlists. So let's say again, this would be very helpful for teachers. So you can collect different documentaries that you want for different units of your class. So let's say we were looking up, let's go to browse real quick and we'll go to documentaries. Let's say we were learning about, pick any random one. Let's say we're learning about the history of New York. So now I wanted to talk to my students about part of the Brooklyn Bridge, or if I want to talk to them about, let's say, the Civil War, and I'm on the Civil War unit, I can add things to my playlist. So let's go back and make a playlist real quick so I can show you how to do that. Hold on one second, it'll be easier if I do this. Hold on one second. My playlist, let's say history videos, or history class videos. We're going to create this playlist, and so you can add your clips. So you would have to search for your video. Let's look up Civil War. Okay, we're going to use this one. So it shows the clip. So this is the first video. This is a 49-minute clip, but it helps you organize. And this also, you can add your clips that you have created based on from different videos by organizing them into playlists as well. Yeah, I think that's everything for online now. And then you would have to hit save changes. Okay, so I think that's everything. That should be everything. Okay, so I will just quickly join on my phone so you can see how to just do all the same process, but through your phone instead. So let me just join real quick. I have to let myself in. Give me 1 second, sorry everybody. I don't think I can. Give me 1 second. Katie?
Yes.
Can you make the other me also a co-host? I can't do that as a co-host.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So let me stop sharing my screen here so I can share my phone. We're going to do screen. So we'll go over to Kanopy. It's very slow in loading. Okay, so it's the same thing. You will go to either the, here, actually, let me go to the Play Store. You'll either go to the Play Store or the App Store. You'll search up Kanopy. And it'll be this first one. It's just a black K. You would click on it. It would say install. If you don't have it installed already, I do. So I would just hit open and it'll bring you here. Again, if you've already made your account online, you don't have to click the get started, but you can do the same process on your phone as you did on the computer. In this case, we're just going to log in, and I'm going to log in with this one. So give me one. So you'll log in with your email and your password that you created when you made your account. I accidentally deleted a letter. Hold on. What? Okay, well, here's a good way to figure out how to fix when your password's not working. You'll just hit forget your password. You'll put in your email address. Not sign up, sorry. And then we'll hit reset password. So then you'll get an email. So I'm gonna just open this up 1 second.
Are they going to keep this service permanent, Kanopy?
As of right now, yes, it shouldn't change.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what it would look like on your phone anyway on the app. So I'm gonna just show you for now for the sake of time, because we still have about 30 minutes, but this is what it would look like on your phone. So here's the search button up here. You can look for, go by subjects, people, companies, same idea of how we did it on the computer. These 3 lines on the top left corner, this is what's going to give you all that stuff that we saw on the top of the screen on the computer. So where it said, when you click on your name, where it said, well, say your name, and in our case, it said Tuckahoe. It shows you, go to Kanopy Kids, my dashboard, my watch list, viewing history, members, all that, and log out, just in case you want to, for some reason, log out and log into a different account, like I did earlier, just for this class in general. And then it will also bring you to the, this is also the browse menu, which we had on the top screen when we were online on the computer, as opposed to the app. And you can do the same thing. So you can select movies, documentaries, artists, the arts, business, education, global. So it's the same concepts. And then again, in the top left corner, it shows you how many credits you have left. So otherwise, everything is basically is essentially the same thing as it was online. It's the only difference is you can have it on your phone or tablet.
I used this a long time ago, and I
Mhm.
think I did not continue using it because when I tried to access it again, I had trouble logging in.
So the same problem I'm having right now.
Right. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to figure out why it's giving me a hard time. Here, so we'll make sure. Because the reason why it's giving me a hard time is because it was saying it was logged in, and that's why I wasn't able to reset it. So let me share my screen again. This way you can see what I'm doing on the computer, because again, sometimes the computer's just, oh, that's the wrong thing. The computer is easier to work. So again, I'm using the same password I know that I logged in with and created the account with, but it's saying it's incorrect. So I'm going to hit forget password again. I'm going to put in my email again. So it will be sent to my email address. And it should be, this is the one I just did. So I want to reset my password. You get the email, you reset your password. Okay, so this is what I wasn't getting when I was trying to, as we saw on my phone. I wasn't that's why I like the computer sometimes better. So once you hit reset password, this is a one-time login for your account. It'll expire tomorrow at 1:09 p.m. just in case you didn't see the email. So we're going to hit login, which will bring us back to, it will log you in temporarily so you can change your password. So I'm going to change my password to something else. Let's say, I don't want to change it. Okay, so the passwords match. I know it works. Hit save. Okay, my changes have been saved. So let's see if we can now log on through the phone. Let me go back to Zoom. Hold on one second. Let's stop sharing here so I can share on my phone. Okay, so I know I changed my password, so we're gonna go out of here. We're going to use the new password I just created. Log in. And now I'm able to log in on my phone. So Ben, if you're still having that problem, and you know the email that you signed up with, this is how you will, you can reset your password and it will work.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So it is a little bit different on the app than it was on there when I was showing you earlier. So I apologize for that. So the search button is actually down here. So you would hit search and it will bring you to the search menu. My list is on the bottom. So it's showing what I have already started watching and it will say continue watching. It'll bring you to your wish list. You can just browse and this will be, just like online, all of the different sections, and you can hit documentaries, hit and it will bring you to show you the different sections that you can look through. If you hit more, this is how you'll go to Kanopy Kids. You can look at your membership, and then you can link your device. So this allows you to project what you have on your phone to, if you have Apple TV or if you have Android TV or Amazon Fire Stick or Fire TV or a Roku stick. So you can project it onto your TV without having to watch it. Like right now, like I said, I'm using my phone which has, like you can see, it's a really small screen. Maybe I want to watch it on my TV and it's because it's bigger, or instead of using my tablet, I'll project it to my TV. This is how you would go about streaming it. So you would have to select a device below and you would enter the code to split. So you would go onto that device and it will display a code on the screen, and that's the code you would enter here, which will allow you access to that and be able to stream. And then you have your settings, which you can keep your closed captions on. For your phone, this is also might be important. If you're out and about and you're on your phone and you forgot to connect to the Wi-Fi, if you turn this off, this will make sure you don't use your cellular data instead of Wi-Fi. So it's like, oh, it's not playing. That means I forgot to log in, sign on to the Wi-Fi in the building I'm in, or the public Wi-Fi, or like, let's say a hotspot. If you have a hotspot device, which here at Tuckahoe Library, we do have mobile hotspots available for Tuckahoe patrons to check out and use for, I'm drawing a blank, I believe it's 2 weeks. Katie? I don't want to tell you the wrong information, but we do have mobile hotspots available here now, so you can take it on your vacation.
Yes. Yeah.
Mobile
Sorry.
hotspot, it's okay. Mobile hotspot's a week or 2 weeks. I'm drawing a blank.
1 week. 1 week. But right now we have extra, so people can renew it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's new. So yeah, so like, let's say you have one of our mobile hotspots with you. This will just make sure that you don't forget to log on to the mobile hotspot that you borrowed from the library for up to a week, but you can renew it at the moment. And then you can also leave feedback for the app. So let's say, which is, I don't know why it's doing it that way. But that's not, unless, that's not really something you need to worry about. And then let's say you just want to go back. Oh, we lost Diana. You want to get out of here, you can either hit the arrow, or you can hit the home button, and it'll bring you back to the home screen.